G'day everybody, and welcome back to Risky Rollers. I'm Dalton.
I'm Laurence.
And we are here a couple of hours prior to the start of the World Team Championship 2025. Just have a bit of a chat, a bit of a chill before the event kicks off, and we all get to watch 7 rounds of the best Warhammer you've ever seen.
Yeah, 3 hours to go before the very first game.
Exactly, 3 hours until round 1 kicks off, where we'll be covering Team Australia versus Team Cyprus. First round of the pod phase. I'm very keen.
Yes.
I hope you are all as well. If you are tuning in to watch this one, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of our stuff. You want to catch it all. To make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our coverage this week, as we are going to be bringing you all 7 rounds of the World Team Championship 2025.
Cool. So where should we start?
Well, first of all, let's start with where we are. We are in Leoben in Austria. We are in a hall that I can't pronounce the name of. Do you want to pan around and show us where we are, Laurence?
All right, give us a second.
We've got a bunch of buttons in front of us. Here we are. This is the hall. If you pan to the left, you'll see the front entrance. You've got a big Space Marine there, and then you'll see our stream table on the left. A little bit further, that's us. There we are. Hello. That is us over there, and you can pan around. You can see the whole Team Australia's pod, for the most part, will be the 8 tables directly in front of us. We'll be able to look at that all weekend. We'll be able to see all the games going on from here.
Also for Warmaster, or you think they're already in third round?
I believe, well, the finals are happening, yes, that is correct.
Turn 3 on their game.
Yes, yeah, so directly across from us, you can see... see where the all of those cameras are. On the right there, you've got the French Wargames stream. So if you speak French and you want to watch some Warhammer, go check them out.
They have lots of cameras.
They do indeed. And directly in front of us is Wargames Live. Joe is over there, along with Australia's own Adam Camilleri, commentating the final of the Warmaster GT 2025. Panning further around, we can see the rest of the hall. There's more streamers down there. You've got Contact Lost, you've got Wiesler, and you've got Target Priority. So go check all of those out. Did I miss anyone there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
There are 5 streamers opposite us.
There's 6 streams here in total, including us.
The only lone streamer on this other side, which is very
No, that's not true. There's one down the other end there as well.
Which team is that?
Oh, sorry, no, it's not. It's Wiesler. They're on the other side.
Yeah.
So Wiesler are in the opposite corner to us, who are also on their own. And then there are 4 streams all next to each other, which is Wargames Live, Wargames Live, French Wargames, Contact Loss, and Target Priority. So there are... there are 4 English streams and 2 other language streams. You've got French Wargames is going to be in French, and Target Priority is streaming in German all week. So you've got plenty of options there. Make sure to be tuning in for all of those. We'll try and make sure we're giving you updates on which games or which pairings are on which stream as well. So if you want to be keeping up with all of that, you can do so on whichever stream you want to see. But of course, you want to see Team Australia. You want to see Team Australia winning the pod phase, going through the Swiss, and then winning the finals, right? And that's what...
hopefully.
That's what we're here to see.
Let's see if it will happen. I mean, I think we could also, maybe do some predictions of what's our, top 5, maybe, contenders.
Yeah, there are some really interesting teams here this year, and I don't think it's as clear cut as to which teams are the best ones as it was last year.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I think even England, they have player changes. So
England's got a lot of player changes. They've made some very interesting list decisions too.
That would be very interesting, facing Team China also this first round, that you would see them in Wargames Live channel.
Yes. So Team England versus Team China are going to be playing on Wargames Live in round 1 at the same time as Team Australia and Team Cyprus. Also going to be a really interesting one. We've got some mates on Team China, Shifan Zhu, who is played on stream for Game 3 of Warmaster yesterday. On our stream here, and is also an honorary Aussie. He lives in Sydney and has come down to the Victorian Team Championship this year as well.
Well, they need him in Team China, so...
They do. He is one of their top players, and he made a big splash last year too. He came out of nowhere with Team China. I think last year was their first year playing, Laurence?
Yeah, I think that's the first entrance of Team China.
Yep.
I'm not even sure if it's a full Team China, because...
They had a couple of Mercs last year, but they came out the gate swinging, and Shifan, I think, was very near the top placing of the players for the entire event. He went undefeated all week.
Was he also? I think he was also playing Eldar.
He was playing Eldar then, as well as playing Eldar again now. He's very good.
Expert in that particular faction.
Oh, yeah.
And then even in tournament back home in VTC,
he did very, very well. Yep. Yeah. So make sure to go check that out and check us out here as well, starting soon. Yeah, we've got a few things to chat about and bits and pieces. We'll have we are running this podcast here essentially an open invite. If players want to wander past and jump in and say hi, they can. We do, as you can see on the big shot here, you can see players meandering their way into the hall. There's a couple of practice games going on. With Team SA just near us here.
Yeah,
we've got
and obviously some are even like making sure their models are
can we pan to see that? Is that a thing?
Let's see if we can reach that side.
One of the sponsors of the WTC is the Army Painter, and they there we go, past our station there. You can see the repair station provided by the Army Painters, and models getting some last minute repairs done there.
All right. Thank you very much,
shout out to Carl, super chatting in with contribution to the beer fund because he can't stick around. That is all good, Carl. You can. One of the great things about YouTube is it stores the videos, so you can catch up with every round that you miss. The time conversion's a little bit interesting. It's 1:30 a.m. in Australia when we go live. Just after that.
I'm still my watch is still on our local time back there, so I'm always like, it's already sleeping time, but I'm still working here. That's
true. You can check it. We've actually posted on YouTube here. You can see our time conversions for when every round is starting and what that time is in Australia. So you can check those out and make sure you are up for every round. But you can also catch it all later on YouTube. Every game will be split up and put out on YouTube, so you'll be able to catch all of that as you go.
We should also thank our sponsors.
We should indeed. Speaking of sponsors, the Unplanned sponsors WTC, but we have sponsors ourselves. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to General Games, who sponsor Risky Rollers. Check them out at generalgames.com.au for all of your hobby needs down in Australia. Also check out Proxywars.us for all of your proxied model needs, all your 3D print needs. Yes. Check out miniaturescenery.com.au for all of your fancy MDF. A lot of acronyms at the moment. All your MDF needs, not just terrain, but he does model kits, which look fantastic, and a bunch of other accessories, including, in fact, I can probably reach one from here.
Don't steal that. What are you doing? Stealing someone's...
I'm stealing something out of this, including the now world-famous Measure-oo, manufactured for Team Australia by Miniature Scenery. Tim Wagstaff, who runs that, is an absolute mad lad. Welcome to seeing the most impractical measuring tool you've ever seen. You can check out our vlogs from last year for footage of Matthew Morrisoli using the 1 inch of that to measure engagement range, which was quite hilarious to look at.
1 inch of that?
Yeah. It's the front legs. The front legs are 1 inch.
All right. One more.
Well, there is one more sponsor, and that is Baron of Dice. If you like dice, and we all like dice, we've got Risky Rollers dice made by Baron of Dice. There's WTC dice made by Baron of Dice. There's Team Australia dice made by Baron of Dice. So go check them out, baronofdice.com, for all of your dice-related needs. And tell them we sent you. Now, make sure to go do all that. All of those are links down in the description below, as is the BCP, the Best Coast Pairings for this event, for the World Team Championships 2025, where you can check all of the lists, you can see all the pairings, see the results rolling in all week. Now, this is the biggest WTC there's ever been, as it has been for a few years now. Every year it gets bigger. There are
2 additional teams?
Well, sort of. There's 42 teams in attendance, 3 of which are brand new for the WTC.
Yes.
So last year there were 40 teams, and this year there are 42.
I think Team Thailand also. Well,
Team Thailand was here last year, but they're in a combined capacity with Team Singapore.
Like Thailand, Singapore, but this is like a fully pledged Team Thailand itself.
There is indeed. That's really cool. The other ones are, I believe, is this Hungary's first year?
And then Slovenia.
Slovenia, yes. And then what was the third one?
Yeah, I think it's Hungary.
It's Hungary, Slovenia, and was it Team Hong Kong?
Yeah, Hong Kong as well.
Team Hong Kong. Were they not here last year?
Nope.
No, it was Team China last year. Team Hong Kong is here this year.
Team China, Team Hong Kong, and Team China.
Yeah, you got Team Hong Kong and Team China. Shout out to Luke back at home. I'm going to make sure to track down some of those Team Hong Kong dice for you.
In 3 hours. There you go.
Yes, indeed.
Have some special trading cards that was given to us.
We do. So I don't know if any of you have been following along with Team Australia, but we have packs of trading cards, like little booster packs of Team Australia trading cards. I'm sure we'll be opening some of those on stream at some point. That'll be a lot of fun. So make sure to follow along to see those.
You can use them in your Magic games.
You probably can, I'm sure. Oh, you know what? I could jam one of those into a party box.
Oh my gosh.
That's happening. Yeah, those are going in party box.
Currently, I think all the captains are having their team meeting.
Yes, there is a captain's meeting going on for the next hour or two, so that's all ongoing at the moment. And we've got some time to chat here. Why don't we have a look at the lineup of Team Australia, because we've got a bunch of stuff there. Let's run down there.
Give me a sec. I think I need to have a particular page for that.
I mean, I've got it all open here, but you can definitely pull one up there.
At least it's more interesting for them to actually visualize.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you have a link or something that you want to give to me, or a,
I mean, I can send you a link to Best Coast Pairings.
I mean, like a picture or something, yeah.
Oh, sure, I can do that.
Let's just do a web browser.
Yeah, let's just do that.
So let's do a Best Coast pairing here.
Cool.
Best Coast pairings.
While you're doing that, how about I run through how the WTC is going to work? We had a couple of questions come up. I was chatting with some people after yesterday's stream of the Warmaster GT. Yeah. Hey, Carl. Most of the equipment survived. We had to pick up a few bits and pieces here, but nothing too bad. We're pretty impressed with the transport of the whole thing. It all went pretty well. Yeah. Getting it all here was fun. Laurence got held at passport control for a little bit.
No, that's not true.
Look, you weren't searched this time. They just pulled you aside at passport.
That's an improvement, right?
It is an improvement. It's progress. And they also didn't have to go through any of their bags, which was cool.
Yes. All right. I have it here. So let's see. Okay.
All right. We're playing with some hot new technology.
So let's see if... right. Cool. So I'll just do that one now.
Alrighty.
All right.
So, oh, look, you can see us consenting to cookies.
Give me a second. We just have to accept, right? Where is that?
There we go.
No, it's
nope.
not there.
Alrighty.
This is very tricky, hey? I can't see the
cool.
thing.
We're playing with some new technology, figuring this out. But you can see here Team Australia. We have Callum German playing Imperial Knights. We have Greg McGinnity playing Thousand Suns. We have Jeremy Martino playing Chaos Space Marines. Jordan Barrison playing Death Guard. Jordan McGregor playing Chaos Knights. A lot of Jordans. Lockie Rigg on Blood Angels. And Matt Morrisoli on Necrons. I feel like I'm missing someone.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Can you scroll down one? It's not.
But it's not moving because of that cookie consent, which I can't find in the actual browser.
That's pretty funny.
See? So last one should be
and
Reese.
we have, of course, Reese Cunningham playing Sisters of Battle.
I think it's in the settings.
No, Carl. Laurence didn't pack his drill and carry on, thankfully. We did, and this was quite interesting. We did carry the entire PC tower build that we're running the stream from through carry-on the entire way.
Yes.
So that was fun. That was my entire carry-on weight allowance was the single PC.
I'll just quickly just move away from that until I fix that one.
Let's get that sorted.
Let's go back to that first.
Yeah, jump down in chat. Let us know any questions you got. Chat with us. We're just here to hang out. Here to hang out and chat before the WTC itself. It's number 3, yeah? There we go. You can see a few teams. Who can we see in the hall then? We've got, near us, we've got Team USA have claimed some space next to us, much to the event organisers' chagrin. We have, what's the team over here?
That one should be like, I think they're Team Norway?
Yes, we played them last year, I believe. So they're hanging out over there. We've got, I know I did see Team China were hanging out in that vicinity earlier. We've got, that is hard to pick from the shirt from here.
That's Team Hong Kong.
Team Hong Kong, hey.
The dark blue one.
Yeah, shout out to Team Hong Kong over there. And then I can spot.
This is Team Romania, that guy there.
Yeah, Team Romania hanging out just here. We had one of them on stream yesterday in round 1 or round 4, game 1 for yesterday. It was good fun. Had them on there. And we have one of the coaches from Team Cyprus cruising in.
Oh, maybe we could start talking to him, yeah?
Come on in.
I'll move to the right.
Shuffle along. G'day, mate. I'll give you a pair of those. And I'll give you one of these.
Thanks. Where should I put it?
Just hold it if you want. It's your microphone
Move
there.
somewhere, bro.
How are you doing?
Yeah, we are doing well. Welcome. Come on in. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Pius. I'm one of the locals who just got the call last minute to join in because one of the Cyprus guys couldn't make it. He had some visa troubles.
Oh no, visa troubles.
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed he was sick or something.
No, I think he's Russian by
Oh no,
nationality,
yeah,
and
yeah.
tried to apply for the visa over Portugal, and the Portuguese
Oh right,
bureaucracy didn't help him.
that is a shame. Yeah.
They last minute had to look,
Yeah.
find somebody who actually has the models, maybe even knows how to play them.
Even better,
Sadly,
yeah,
they
yeah.
only couldn't find somebody with the models. So
Look, that's halfway there, right?
Yeah, that half I can comply with.
You'll know how to play him after this weekend.
Hopefully.
So-
But once it's too late, let's go. Maybe I actually have to play the list later on, but let's see.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, so good.
Wonderful, thank you. And the atmosphere is great, the people are nice. On every corner there's somebody you know or you've met before.
Yeah,
So just
getting to come back and see everyone here has been fantastic. The community and the people that come along to this makes it my favorite event of the year, of course. But it's something really special that you don't get to see anywhere else.
how was the travels for you guys? Because it's just the opposite side of it.
It was. I think we travelled just over 40 hours.
Yeah, because we have a very long
We had a long
layover.
layover. The actual trip it's about 22 hours in the air.
Yes.
Something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
That's enough.
It was a long time.
Yeah, I imagine. Did everything go smooth?
It did, surprisingly enough. We were worried a bunch of our stuff was going to not make it, but it all got here. We had to buy a bunch of delicate stuff here, but everything travelled. It all went pretty well.
So how did you guys manage shipping? Did you just take the stuff with you? Or?
We booked on a separate airline a bunch of extra luggage and just took loads and paid for loads of extra luggage. It was very expensive and took a lot of packing and repacking and fiddling to make it work.
But you managed.
We managed. It's here. The stream's looking very good. I'm very impressed with how it's looking. So people seem to enjoy it yesterday. Yeah,
Sounds grand.
it is. We've
How
got.
do you reckon your guys' chances are for the tourney?
Look, I think we've got a good team for it. I think there's a bunch of strong teams out there, which is always the default thing to say when you don't want to commit to an opinion. Look, we've got a good team. I don't think we're favoured for the win, and I think that's probably reasonable. We've made some interesting choices, and the lineup has some picks that are different. And we're missing a couple of pieces that a lot of the tier 1 teams are playing, but hopefully that actually benefits us in the pairings and in the matchups. Obviously, I can't talk too much about any of the actual strategies going into it.
Especially with people against you guys.
Especially, round 1 playing into Team Cyprus, so you get to see him on camera. If not the main one, at least our PDZ that's going to look around and see all the different games there. But look, we like our lineup. We like where it looks we like where we're sitting in the field, and we're confident that if nothing else, we're going to play some good games, do our best to come out of the pod round swinging.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
What placement did you guys get last year?
So last year we placed 11th, so it was a bit of a knockdown for us. We were sitting in second going into the final day.
Yep. Until we hit
Team France and Team Poland.
Yes.
Took 2 losses at the end, but you know what? I don't think there's any shame in losing to the 2 best teams at the event there.
Yes.
So it was first and third respectively, and then second we drew against Spain.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
To be ashamed of.
Yeah,
That's some great results.
Yeah, it was cool. How about you? How are you feeling about your lineup? How are you looking at the week?
I have absolutely no idea. I joined them on Sunday, like I've never met them. I've talked to one of them for an evening, so he gave me a bit of an expectations and some rundowns on the organizational stuff. So I'm looking forward to meeting them and looking forward to just enjoying myself over the weekend and learning a lot and see how it goes.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, it is such an incredible event to just come and play. And to meet all the different people and things, yeah.
And for me, I come from a from a local meta that's relatively young. We have a lot of people just coming up. There was a gap where there were no tourneys at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just nothing because the GW store manager did it before, and then it was too much hassle for him.
Yeah.
Nobody stepped up for 1 or 2 years, and now there's not many experienced people who can raise the level. So I'm not humble, I'm saying it, but one of the better players of the local area.
Yep.
And I can go into an RTT and expect to go to 1 or 3-0.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now I'm on the completely other side of the spectrum.
Right.
People have played for years.
Yeah.
There's no match I can go in with the expectation of scoring highly even.
Yeah.
So it's just going in, having fun and learning a lot of stuff. And just raising the bar at home then afterwards. Bring it home.
Which list are you playing again?
I'm playing World Leaders with...
So not an easy list to play either. Especially not in this meta.
Especially, I haven't played World Leaders since the Codex drops.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just nothing at all. And the hell boots were a non-issue before. The ball of wings were a non-issue before. Forge screens, I tried to play two at one turn, just for 140 piece sacrificial push forward, and the enemy can't screen. And the guy who wanted to lend it to me to bring it forgot it at home, so I didn't say that once.
Okay.
So no experience at all with all the tanks, and now I have 8 of them.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an experience.
Yeah.
Round 1, that we as a team don't have too high hopes from what I've gathered, so I just take that as a learning experience.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Look, fair enough. And look, round 1 tonight's going to be. Round 1's always a weird one because it's the first round of the event. Everyone's coming into it. Often there's a bit of tension. Often everyone's kind of figuring it out, getting into the groove. So hopefully it'll settle down. We can have just a fantastic round. A bunch of people playing toy soldiers and enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, let's throw some plastic over the table.
That's it, right?
Have a good time.
Yeah. So we've brought up your team here, Team Cyprus. So let's run down. We've got Alexander Mason on Chaos Demons, Brett Armitage on Death Guard, Marius I don't know how to pronounce that one. Do you? All right. Marius on Imperial Knights, Markellos on Chaos Knights, Nicholas on Thousand Suns, Pius here on World Eaters. We have Socrates on Emperor's Children, and Vlad on Space Wolves.
Pretty solid choices.
That's it. Look, that's a solid lineup. I think at a glance, the Demons, World Eaters, and Emperor's Children are maybe the standout sort of picks for it, in the most interesting ones. Space Wolves are the most represented Space Marines at the event, and of course Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights and Death Guard being the 3 most represented armies here. And Thousand Suns doing a good showing as well. I mean, I suppose I was going to ask about your Chaos Demons and stuff there, but of course it's not something you've been involved with. So
I wish I could help you.
Yeah.
One thing I see when I see the lineup, it feels like there are a lot of meta picks.
Yes, yeah.
I have no clue how the guys are doing. I imagine they're doing great, and they are well practiced from what I've heard. But when my local club goes to an event, I much prefer if the people play comfort over meta.
Yes,
because there's the trap of you're playing something that should be good, and on paper when playing the best, when played by the best of the world, with a lot of practice, is better than everything else.
Yeah.
If you have 100 reps on something and 10 reps on the new stuff, just stay on the old ones.
You're always going to be better on the thing you've been playing for a while than trying to pick up something new, even if something new has the potential to be better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And especially in teams where you have to give an accurate estimation, it helps if you've played every matchup there is.
Yeah, you need to know how every game can play. You need to be able to predict how your scores are going to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot easier if you have reps compared to something that's on theory, on paper better.
Yes, no, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming in. I'm sure we'll catch you later as well.
Yeah, good luck.
Catch you around. Good luck in round 1. We'll catch you then.
Thanks, but not too good.
Not too good. Not too good.
See you, man.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome. That was Pius from Team Cyprus playing
Indeed.
World Eaters.
Indeed.
Cool
So
beans.
we'll catch him later on, along with the rest of Team Cyprus at round 1, which kicks off in 2.5 hours now.
Not so long
yeah,
now,
2.5 hours.
guys.
We are getting there. I've got Carl down in chat as well mentioning, yes, there is indeed a UN team. So I mentioned before, last year there were 40 teams here at the WTC.
Yep.
This year there are 42. But there are several teams that could not make it last year, and then teams that are coming this year. Sorry, there are several teams that came last year that cannot make it this year, and several teams that could make it last year that can't come this year. So while we have 3 brand new teams, there are several teams that weren't here last year.
Let's go to the Team UN.
Yeah, let's go down and look at Team UN. And because we ended up with an odd number, there were 41 teams in total. There is a mixed team put together, usually from a bunch of local players as well, coming in to fill in and make sure there are even numbers for the event. So
Team UN, Team UN, Team UN.
we are scrolling through all the different teams here. United Nations, here we go. That's United Nations. We have Aaron Holmes on Death Guard, David Castro on Imperial Knights, Ed Watts on Eldar, Federico Ferrali on Necrons. We have Junus Nevis on Blood Angels, Mark Cromblehome on Chaos Knights, Peter Peer on Tyranids, and Zach Vitura on Thousand Suns.
Yeah, Zach is also representing Team Australia. He's a team captain of New South Wales.
He is indeed. So Zach coming all the way from Australia to come and jump in on the Team United Nations. We'll have to get him on at some point.
Yeah.
Say hi, have a chat.
Yeah, we should. What else we wanted to show? So maybe we show also some of the pods.
Yeah, I've sent you that one, so you should have that already.
Where did you send it to me? Sorry.
Email along with every other image I've sent you this week.
Okay. I have to open my
Make
email.
sure to head down in chat. Let us know if you've got any questions or things you want us to check and talk about. Right, I was chatting before Pius jumped on and joined us about the way the WTC structure, how the World Team Championship works. So basically, there are a collection of teams, and each team has a record over the last few years of playing. And these teams are then organised and ranked based on their previous year's record. And you can actually see all of this on the World Team Championships website. They have the current seeding rankings. They also have all the rankings for the past few years and a bunch of data there. In fact, maybe we can pull that up a little bit later, like BCP here, and have a look. But they organise them into rankings on there, then split them into 4 groups, and they are 4 tiers, right? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4. So once they've done that, they then organise the pods. And so the way the WTC works, there are 7 rounds in total. The first 3 are what are called the pod round, or pod phase, or group stage, and so on. They've got a bunch of different names for the same thing. So it tends to be called the pod phase. And here, each pod contains 1 Tier 1 team, 1 Tier 2 team, 1 Tier 3 team, and 1 Tier 4 team. And this year, this is the way the pods were drawn. WTC Pod 10, you'll notice, has 6 teams, because with 42, there is no way to even split 40. So Pod 10 actually has 3 Tier 4 teams, and they will... the way that's going to work is that each team will still play one of each of the other teams in the pod round. Each of one of the other tiered teams in the pod round, so that everyone still has a similar sort of path through the pod round, but it does mean that unlike every other pod, the teams in pod 10 will not play every other team in their pod.
That is very correct.
Now, Australia was sorted into pod 5. We are the Tier 1 team for that pod. Joining us in Tier 2 is Norway, who we played in our pod round last year as well.
Correct.
Playing Norway, lovely bunch of lads. It was a really cool round. I think it was round 1 for us last year.
No, round 1 for us last year was Malta.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right. They were round 2. I think they were Tier 3 last year. So they've moved up a tier. Great to see it. In Tier 3, we have Slovakia. And then in Tier 4, we have Cyprus.
Which we would be playing on our first round.
We will. So we're playing Cyprus tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to play Slovakia and then Norway.
Question.
Yeah.
From Mr. Hammond. Can there be more than 1 UN team?
No, so there can't be more than 1 UN team because they are, in Australia we would call them a Gumby team. They are there to fill up numbers and basically go from having an odd number of teams to an even number. If there is 1 UN team in existence, that means that the event currently has an even number of teams. If you were to create another one, it would create an odd number of teams. You don't want that. Or if one of the teams were to drop, which is an incredibly rare occurrence, like the amount of organisation that goes into getting players to here and getting teams together and players for the WTC means that drops are, I think, unheard of. But if somehow something went horribly wrong and a team did have to drop, the UN team would also then drop to even up the numbers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So question again.
Yeah.
So how would you actually be ranked as tier 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, so as I was saying before, so each the team's performance over the last, I believe, 3 WTCs they've attended is what's taken into account. Again, this is up on the WTC website, and we can actually see all of that if you wanted to bring that up.
Okay.
But their performance is then ranked based on the last few years, and my understanding is it's an average of your placements for those 3 years. So in the last 3 years, Team Australia has placed 11th, 3rd, and 1st, for example. So I think we're sitting in, off the top of my head, I think we're sitting in 8th ranking overall, once that's been corrected for, which means that we're a Tier 1 team because we are in the top 10 teams in attendance. And that's basically how it works. The top 10 are Tier 1, the next 10 are Tier 2, the next 10 are Tier 3, and so on. I mean, that's fair. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I am indeed carrying hard. Sam Lemon also putting in a good showing. We'll make sure to bring him on at some point, putting in a good showing for the Beards this year. Are all the Tier 1 teams just Mike? Yeah, that is correct. So all Tier 1 teams will play the Tier 4 team, then the Tier 3 team, then the Tier 2 team. That is how the pod round is structured to work. And the exception to that is, pod 10 gets a little bit janky. I believe the way it's structured is the Tier 1 team still has the same run, Tier 4, 3, and then 2. There we go. We've got Laurence bringing up here for us Here we go. Look at this. We have the history of the WTC. So this first table here is the average placement overall for forever, basically. And we have Australia sitting in perfect 10th place there overall.
Okay.
This is for every WTC that
newcomer
was attended.
Singapore's Island, since it was
Well-
last year they debuted. Very strong number 11.
Yeah, they did really well last year, and that is something where sitting in 11th because they've had exactly one data point.
Yep.
Ed Askey down in chat, can't wait for some Good Years updates. That is fantastic. We're going to have plenty of those coming all week. We're going to keep you updated with
The update
how the
would only
teams
be
are going.
coming from here.
I'll be doing all the legwork.
Yes. So
But
I'll
Laurence,
just
we'll get you Laurence to
control
read
most
out
of
all the updates for the teams.
So let's scroll down with all this other data that we can
Yeah.
get. Let's not from there, but from here.
There we go.
The next table.
I can't see because you scrolled down past the heading for it.
Here.
Yes. Scroll
No
up a
heading?
little bit. There we
Oh,
go.
there you
App
go.
score for the entire history of the ETC. So this is 2007 to now.
So, yep.
Australia actually moves up in placings there because there are fewer teams through the ETC as well.
So as you can see, the placement first on 2022, third and 11th
Yes,
last
so these
year.
are the last 3 years. So this is the seeding scores. This will dictate which teams are in which tier for this year. So you'll notice top 10 teams are Poland, USA, Sweden, Germany, France, Spain, England, Australia, Austria, and the Netherlands. And then New Zealand, the highest ranked tier 2 team, sitting in 11th there.
Oh, just almost next to us.
Yeah,
Almost.
they're almost up here in tier 1. It'll be cool. They did really well last year, winning best sports as well. Absolute bunch of mad lads.
Yes.
Had a great time with them last year.
And then
Good to see him
also
back again.
show here.
And then here we have, this is a full tabulation of results for individual countries. So looking at our history as Team Australia, we were 11th last year, 3rd the year before that, 1st in 2022, 4th in 2019, 22nd in 2018, missed 2017, were 20th in 2016, missed 2015, 15th in 2014, and in 2012,
debuted
which was the debut
2012.
year for Team Australia.
All right, so that's around, 3 years now? 13 years, sorry. 13 years ago. Is there a pool of that where tier 1 team could not? What's this?
Where it
Could not qualify.
As I'm not entirely sure you remember qualify. Do you mean as in they could not win their pod phase and end up coming out of it as not the top team?
Well, if they perform poorly, for sure, let's say on the pod phase, they didn't win a thing.
Yeah.
But then most likely they won't,
I actually
you won't see them.
I have a pick for that this year. I actually, if that's what you're asking there, Mike, I actually think that may happen for one of the teams this year. I'll give you one guess, Laurence, as to which team you think that might be.
That's very intriguing.
So let's pull up the pods.
Let's see.
So-
Pod 1.
Austria is the tier 1 team in pod 1 with Canada, Wales, and Hong Kong in their pod. In pod 2, there is Sweden with New Zealand, Northern Ireland, and United Nations in their pod. New Zealand's putting in a good team this year. There's definitely room for them to come up and pip Sweden, but Sweden does have a very strong team, very good lineup.
So pod 1, I think Austria will be 3-0.
Possibly. Yeah, illustrating ticks on the thing, very nice. The pod 1 Austria. Look, Canada's another strong contender. They play a lot of the events with the Team US. They're getting a lot of reps and a lot of good players as well. So I think one of the things I'm looking across here is I think almost all of these pods, I don't think I would be that surprised to see the tier 2 team pop out tier 1.
Okay.
But yeah, there's one in particular where I'd put a pick for it. I think it might actually happen. So pod 2, you've got Sweden, New Zealand, Northern Ireland, United Nations. Pod 3, you've got the Netherlands, Scotland, Switzerland, and Luxembourg. Pod 4, you've got Spain, Ireland, Romania, and Latvia. Pod 5, of course, Team Australia, as we mentioned before, with Norway, Slovakia, and Cyprus. Pod 6, we have Team Germany, who I think are generally picked to be the favourites for this year.
Later on, probably
We'll have a
pick
big chat
our
about it later, but
top
I think
5, yes.
I think they're the ones people are generally looking at as
Yes.
probably the strongest team here. They've got such a good lineup. It's really cool.
Yep.
And they're there with Belgium, Iceland, and South Africa. In Pod 7, we have Poland, Thailand, Greece, and Portugal. Pod 8, we have England, Malta, the Czech Republic, and China. Pod 9, we have the US, Denmark, Bulgaria, and Israel. Pod 10, we have France, Italy, Finland, South Korea, Slovenia, and Hungary.
So
Now-
this is sort of my favorite. I think I would already mention my favorite.
Okay.
So France, Germany, Poland are my top 3.
Yes, they're sitting really well. The one that I was talking about before that that I think is one interesting to watch. We get to watch it tonight alongside our game here. Team England has made some very off-meta choices for a Tier 1 team. They've had a big shake-up for their lineup, for who's playing, and a very interesting set of army picks and list picks within that. And they're playing into Team China round 1. Now, Team China are a Tier 4 team. They did adequately last year, but stayed down in Tier 4. However, they've got a couple of really good players and a few really solid players, and their lineup looks really good into England.
Interesting.
So I'm not sure how confident I am of this, but I would be very interested. England is soon to be formally Tier 1. Hot take coming in from Ben Staffordson.
All right.
It wouldn't surprise me. I like China's chances in round 1 tonight. I like the way their team looks into Team England.
Oh, well, if they beat Team England, that's very huge upset.
Yeah, definitely one to watch. And I mean, I'm going to be watching it and keeping it along with it. If they don't, if Team England comes through and their team lineup is actually really, really good, that itself's pretty fascinating because it's not one that on paper looks like it should work. So I'm keen to see how that shakes out.
Right. Spain, I think. They said they also changed some lineup there, right? A couple of new players as well.
Yeah, a couple of new players there. I'm not as familiar with Spain's full lineup here. They looked pretty solid, fairly typical for a lot of the Tier 1 teams.
Sweden was very strong last year.
Sweden did very well last year. A very strong lineup again this year. Definitely one of the contenders up here.
Yep. Netherlands, not pretty sure.
Netherlands again, yeah, not super familiar with.
And obviously the Team USA. What do you think about Team USA?
Yeah, Team USA is here as well. they're very close. They're like within stone throwing distance.
Within our walking distance.
They've claimed a set of tables right next to our streaming desk. So they're hanging out over there. But yeah,
Alright.
I think this year is going to be interesting. I think if I'm leaving the Telestrator up, if I had to pick someone to Laurence there, my top 3 teams other than Team Australia, I think Team Germany definitely is up there. I do quite like Team Poland's lineup and Team France's lineup, but I think.
No, it's fine. This is fine.
Sorry.
I mean, this is fine.
The what?
This one is fine.
Oh yeah, sure.
Don't
Sorry. There's stuff going on the back end here that Laurence is pointing out to me, but I'm not sure where I want to put them. And then I think my spicy pick is that I think I want to see England run through its pod because I think there's a good chance that they don't come out of it. That'd be interesting to see.
Let's see if it will happen.
Yeah.
I think they should be fine because if you would look at their pod, bro, this Malta and Czech Republic. So
Yeah.
even if they,
I mean, Malta had a pretty good team last year because last year was their first year, right?
I'm
First
not
year
pretty
playing
sure.
into us last year.
I'm not pretty sure if that was the first year.
Yeah, but they had a pretty good team, and they've been on track to improve a lot. I've been playing a bunch. They've put a bunch of really good lists in. So they're
I
pretty
think we
good
had
there.
conversation with them. Like they're
Yeah.
really, they only have at least 60. That's the biggest tournament already
Yeah,
that they have,
yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah, so that'll be quite interesting to see. But yeah.
all right, what else? What else should we be talking about?
So down in chat, what do you guys want to see? What are you interested in seeing from us here?
Yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. And then if you can pull some players that are here,
Yeah.
we'll find out.
But yeah, a bunch of the teams are coming and filtering in. We have Team Australia, I can see in the chat, they're going to start making their way over. Yeah.
So
can see-
Malta,
yeah. Here we are.
where's Malta? They were here 2013,
Oh.
14, 15, and then a
A
couple of
long
years of
break
absence,
until last
yes.
year.
So maybe actually we also just pulled this one as well.
Yeah.
Pull this one up there. Yes. And then let's see. These are the first timers last year. Singapore, Thailand, China,
Team
Mexico,
China, Mexico, South Korea, Andorra.
and Andorra.
Okay, so a few of those that couldn't make it this year either. I think Mexico and Andorra aren't playing this year. A couple of teams that couldn't make it. I think those are the 2 teams that couldn't make it, because then we have the 3 new teams and the UN team making us up to 42.
Cool.
Yeah. If you can find Gabriel from Team Malta, who's actually currently living and playing 40k in Sydney, we'll get an interview. That's a good shout. Also, g'day, Tim the Sorcerer. Yeah, Gabriel from Team Malta, we'll have to hit him up, get him on sometime.
Yeah, that's Team Malta over there, bro. So
Oh, yeah.
if you want
We'll have
to
to hit up
go
Gabriel.
and look at Mr. Gabriel, if we can invite him, that would be awesome.
Cool.
Team Malta.
Yeah.
Living in Sydney.
That's cool, yeah. Another
fellow
honorary Aussie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Chiefan knows him.
Could do. I mean, Gashi probably does as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Okay, we'll take a look with Mr. Gabriel, and then we'll pull him across.
Yeah, we'll try and get him across sometime this week, have a chat with him. Are you good there, Laurence? He's fiddling with the mic.
Mic is not stable.
It's pretty stable, man.
No, see?
It's because you've moved this. There you go. See? There you go. You don't need to be knocking it.
Share.
I didn't give him this one because it'd be too tall. But,
Is it the same city team as Jordan and Gred? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then most likely our coaches knows him.
Yeah. Sick.
Gabriel.
Yeah. So are there any lists this year, Laurence, that you're specifically watching out for?
I'm sorry?
Any lists this year that you're specifically watching out for?
Well, like, to be honest, right, this one we should also, I think, talk about, like, all the teams, like, have Death Guard.
Yes.
So that's very dangerous.
You've been playing a bunch of Death Guard. You're right across that.
So that's why that's very dangerous for Death Guard. I think it's really like maybe 99.9% that they would receive nerfs. So it's just really a matter of time.
Yeah.
So lists, I think, not really. Like, I just want to see.
Are there any Death Guard lists that you want to see how they go? You think are a bit interesting?
No. I mean, like, I think most of the...
He doesn't care. They're all Death
care.
Guard. Whatever.
Most of the team are carrying Mortarin's Hammer.
Yep.
And I actually like to play Virulent because...
Are there any Virulent hosts too?
We should also pull up that stat actually as well. So give me a second on where to get that. So
Go ahead.
let's see. Meanwhile, you can go and talk about something else before I get that information. Give me a second.
All right.
Sorry, not here.
All right. Well, while Laurence is having a look around there, I mentioned before Team England makes some interesting picks, including the list that I want to watch this week. So the Leagues of Votan are being played by a bunch of teams, including I think almost every T1 team except for I think Australia. Yeah, France's Death Guard is Virulent host. Yeah.
See, I'm Team France.
Yeah. But one of I was saying it before we were chatting about it. There's only really 2 Leagues of Votan lists at the event. There is the list that Team Germany and everybody else are playing, and then there's Team England's list. Now, Team England's list is not only the only like really unique build for the leagues here, it's also the only list I've ever seen attempt to do well with the Hearthband attachment, which is the Grotmust attachment for Leagues of Votan that makes all your Terminator and Carl units better. And they're not even doing it with Terminators. Which is kind of interesting. So I'm actually, I've looked at the list a bunch, and I don't see it. I played a bunch of that detachment when it came out, trying to make it work, trying to work out how to do it. The list that they're seeing is very different to what I was looking at. It's a lot of MSU. It's 6 Sagitors, 3 units of Warriors, 3 units of 5 Berserkers, 3 Grimnir, 3 Karls, a single Einir Champion, and then just, I think, 10 Jaegers and 2 units 6 Blacks. So it's lots of MSU, lots of stuff moving around. and then a bunch of characters, a bunch of toughness 6 warriors, and a bunch of Sagittars. So the list I really, really like. I'm just not sure what it's supposed to be using halfband for. Getting the benefits from it are so conditional, and the strats are good, but you're trading off so many CP to make them work. So I'm definitely keen. I want to be proven wrong. I want to see that list do really well. I want there to be a whole new avenue of play opened up for Leagues of Votann, albeit prior to the Codex, which comes out in a couple of weeks.
Yep. Mike says most Ike lists are triple Atropos, and Kane said, "Yeah, I think we are seeing lots of Atropos."
Are we seeing triple Atropos in every list, or is it just 2?
I think some have 2, some have 3.
Yeah,
so.
lots of Atropos, and then lots of Canis Rex.
Yeah, so good luck also for Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights. So
Interesting stat, there's more Chaos Knights than Imperial Knights here as well, by 1. I think it's 39 Chaos Knights and 38 Imperial Knights. I suppose the small difference there is that Chaos Knights get to bring your Demon allies. I think there's a little bit of a thing. You can see a lot of the places that are running, all the teams that are running Chaos Knights aren't running Demons, and pulling in an extra, like a Rodigus and some Nurglings and bits and pieces.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. There was one list as well. I don't think it was Sister. I think it was Space Marines. Is there a Blood Angels list running Imperial Knights as well?
Canis Rex, then.
Yeah,
I'm not
Canis
sure.
Rex.
Yes.
I think I recall seeing one of the Space Marine lists pulling that in, which is pretty cool.
The plural is obviously Atroposes.
Atroposes, not Atropodes?
Not
like octopus? Octopodes?
so Atroposes? Atroposes?
Well, it's Atropo normally. You don't pronounce the S. So,
Well, but
is
if
it
it's plural,
Atroposes? Yeah, that gets weird.
Atropos, like that. Yeah.
But yeah.
Poor Forge. I think Atropos is not even plastic yet. The only plastic kit that they have given the Imperial Knights is obviously the Lancer, the Castigator,
Yeah,
and
because the Night Titan Atropo, is that a different chassis or is that...
Yeah, it's just like, the Hunchback Magera.
So it's the same chassis as... It's a Questoris chassis, yeah?
No, it's not a Questoris chassis.
No?
Obviously, it's a Cerastus
chassis.
But the
Because the Megara is a Questoris chassis.
Magera is a Questoris,
Yeah.
but the what do you call it?
Atropo's
It's like sloping back. It's
the segmented armor.
yeah.
The Mechanicum segmented style armor,
Yep.
yeah.
So they have the same him and the Atropo. Atropo.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it's not plastic yet, so a lot of resin going to be in attendance here, whether Forge World or printed. Yeah. Well, tell you what, we're probably going to... It's just Cerastus, but different armor panels. Yeah, exactly, yeah. We're going to wrap up in about 10 minutes or so and go take a bit of a break before getting ready to stream round 1 of the World Team
I can
Championships
see Zach
2025.
Futura if you want to talk to him.
Yeah. Go grab him.
Give me a second. Zach!
Here we go. Get him over here. All right.
All right.
Put him in your side there.
We'll talk to Zach.
There we go. Shuffle along.
Second. I'll shop it first.
Come on in. Pull a chair along.
Oh, thank you.
We want to talk to you, sir.
Hell yeah.
You've been the center.
Oh,
Alrighty, there we go. Let me give you one of these. It's your microphone.
Thank you.
Enjoying a beverage from the concession stand?
Yes, sir.
Excellent,
Nothing
excellent.
Better than the Gussa.
It's pretty good. That and the lemon.
The lemon is incredible.
Yeah.
The lemon is incredible.
Alrighty. Welcome, Zach Futura. Playing on Team UN this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sick. How have you found the trip so far?
It's been really amazing. Came in a little bit earlier, which was nice, just to get familiar with the area. Not suffer too much from the jet lag.
Yep. Always good.
Yeah. So no, it's absolutely beautiful country. Been hanging out with a lot of Team England.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Team Romania last night as well. So it's been a really incredible experience so far.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. So we had some questions in chat before about Team UN.
Yeah.
So were you guys put together after finding out the odd numbers, or is there always one put together for that?
So each year there's an Excel spreadsheet that comes out that is basically like an expression of interest if you want to play for a UN team or just be picked up as a mercenary. So yeah, so it was quite late. I was actually pretty lucky. One of my friends from America, Durante, who's a really great Tau player, hit me up on Discord and he's like, I didn't see that you got approached for the team. Turns out I put down an old email address, so I reached out to the TO directly. He's like, mate, we've got one more spot, come along. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it was really cool. So
Yeah,
it's all
sick as.
through a spreadsheet, and they just see who's coming along. So we've got 7 different countries on our team this year.
Oh, that's sick. Can you recall Who's from which country?
I'll give it
here.
I'll give it a crack. There we go.
Aaron is from?
Yeah, so Aaron's from Gibraltar.
Yep.
David is from Ecuador, but is living in China, which is really cool.
Cool.
We've got Ed, who's from England, from the 6++ team.
Yep.
Federico from Italy. Junis from Finland. Mark's also from England. Peter's a local here in Austria, and then of course myself from Australia.
Awesome. Who's your team captain?
Mark Crumbleholm. So he's been a really sort of like top 5 Necron player globally for the last sort of 3 to 5 years. He's really embedded within the Team England. He was actually supposed to coach before he was approached to captain the UN team. So yeah, we've got some really good players on the team, and feeling really good going into Sweden for round 1.
Sick as, yeah, that'll be a good game. Are you guys going to be on stream for round 1?
Yeah, we'll be over on the, I think, Vizsla stream.
Side,
So go check out. I think they're mainly following Team Sweden most of it, similar to us doing here with Team Australia. So go check out the United Nations versus Team Sweden stream on Vizsla. Hopefully catching Zach over there playing your Thousand Suns.
Yeah, very excited. Everybody loves Thousand Suns, right? That's what I'm told.
They don't have any reputation at all. No, they're fantastic. Yeah.
But it's been really cool, and it's awesome. I've been really big on the tabletop simulator over the last sort of 3 years. So there's plenty of people that have now put the faces to the names. So it's been a really incredible experience.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it is always fantastic to come in and see people that you've only met online or talked to over messages and stuff before.
Exactly.
Come and finally hang out with and have a beer.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
Or if you're with Romania, you can have some of their Romanian spring water, which is like some homemade brandy.
We're very familiar with that after last year.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to try and get someone to bring some of that over at some point.
Oh, mate, I'm sure I could arrange that with Plato and the lads.
Well, you were also elected as a new team captain of New South Wales.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Team New South Wales for ANZTC next year?
Yes, sir. Very excited. We've just put through our vice captain as well. So Taylor, who was the captain for last year.
Awesome, yeah.
Is going to be coming on as the vice captain, which is really cool. So
fantastic.
Starting to go out with the actual process of bringing in and selecting the team and the coaching staff and the management around us. So hopefully, obviously WTC's put a little bit of a slower sort of time frame on that with the preparation, but once we're back in, we're really excited to jump in.
It's exciting times.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. It's gonna be, I'm definitely looking forward to next year's ANZTC, seeing how the teams shake out. We had a couple of the newer teams in the last couple of years coming through, finding their feet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool.
It's really cool to see the overall competitiveness of all the states as well. I mean, ACT came in and absolutely smashed it this year.
Oh, they did phenomenal work, yeah.
And I mean, if you start to speak to some of the team around it, the preparation that they put in, sort of fortnightly training days and really putting an emphasis on hard work and commitment to the game, which is
it's great. It's fantastic to see.
Yeah.
How
about you, lads? How have you found the event so far?
It's
Sitting from behind the table. Been good?
Well, actually,
it's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's our very first exposure in terms of international streaming. So
yes, that's the big thing here.
Like, coming in, we are very worried about all our gears because like everything was just in a luggage.
That's been the big challenge, is getting everything here.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Did you take it all on the carry-ons just to sort of make sure it was?
We took the PC and the carry-ons, the big tower, and a bunch of the cameras and stuff. But everything else had to be checked because there's just no other way to take it all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We did consider air freighting at one point, which was a massive logistical hassle. But we ended up taking it all in checked baggage, and we had to book separate flights and do a whole. There was a whole thing in the background to make all that happen, but it did happen. It all got here, and it's all running.
Awesome. And
stream yesterday went really well.
Even the actual streaming yesterday,
we
are already actually
good.
excited if we can do this again next year.
It's really awesome to see you lads come here, and the setup is it's almost exactly the same as it was at ANZTC. So it's cool that you've come overseas.
ANZTC was a lot of prep and testing exactly for this.
It's great. Heard a lot of great things, and you've had some really cool games on the stream so far. I've seen as well.
No, we had a bunch of great people on stream, a bunch of great games to watch.
So question: Is Chieford will be on your team next year? Team New South Wales?
Mate, I don't even know. He was winning a tournament in Hong Kong or something, or China a couple of weeks ago. So
he came second at VTC with his team a couple of weeks ago.
Mate, if he's listening, apply.
He's over there.
I'll go find him. I know he's having fun with his sea account.
He's wearing Lawrence's shirt at the moment.
He's wearing my shirt.
Amazing. Yeah, we've got some really good people. I mean, even Gabriel from Team Malta is residing in Sydney as well.
We'll have to get him across at some point as well.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to see Australia really blowing up on the international level from not
is,
just
yeah.
within the Australian team as well.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to see, and hopefully we get to catch up and chat with everyone here as well.
Yeah.
Right, well, thank you so much for coming over and saying hi.
For your first round
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. We'll be keeping up with how you guys go into Sweden.
Yeah, a little warm-up round, I guess you could say, right?
That's it. No worries. Thank you, man.
Thank you, lads. Have a great day.
Yeah, cheers.
Alrighty.
All right, well,
And before we head off, we got one last guest. Pretty unknown. I'm not sure if anyone's ever heard of him. Are you familiar with how cameras and microphones work yet?
What's a camera? What's that is the thing?
All right. Welcome, Dean, team captain of Team Australia. Coming here, you've been run off your feet. We've caught you literally walking back from the captain's meeting.
Yes,
Probably
we
interrupted
have.
whatever you were about to try and
Yes,
start
I was
doing.
about to go out and get some fresh air. It was very hot in that room. Tiny little room with 50 plus people in it. Anyway, yeah, could have been an email.
Well, we're going to pull you over here anyway for a couple more minutes in the heat. But yeah, thank you for coming on. Captaining Team Australia for your second year in a row now. This is your third WTC?
Third attended, yep.
Sick as. How are we feeling? We're what, 2 hours out from start?
Yeah, we're feeling confident, feeling strong,
It's good.
pumped up. Good to
Yeah.
go.
You have
It's
30 minutes until our team comes here, right? Or-
Yeah.
Everyone will be here in the next half an hour, hopefully.
Yes, that's the plan. So you have to tell them to get here an hour and a half early so that they arrive on time.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Still not entirely confident everyone will start round one, but
Yeah, correct. That's what Chestnut's for, eh?
that's it. But yeah, so good looking lineup this year. What are you excited to see out of the team this year?
I am quietly confident that we are going to do better than we did last year, which is my goal. As
Yep.
long as we do as well or better than last year, I think we're looking good. And I think we've got stronger players, we've got better lists, we're more prepared, we've had more practice, we've got everything. I feel like I've done all my job, right? Like I've got everything done. So now it's up for them to just not fuck it up.
Yeah.
We'll see how they go.
And something I wanted to call attention to as well is something you've done here that's I think and quite commendable. I think I've talked about it before. You're not playing this year.
No, I'm not playing this year. That was an intentional decision because last year, whilst playing and captaining at the same time, there was a few instances where I felt like I was in conflict, you know? I need to focus on my game and what I'm doing, but I can also hear challenges and concerns happening elsewhere, and that sort of draws my attention away from my game. I feel like I'm not able to support my team from that position because I'm tied to the table.
Yep.
So on the day, I think it's going to be a massive, boon to the team to have me able to be mobile and responsive. And then also in the preparation for this event, whilst everybody else is getting 2 to 3 games of practice each week, that's 9 to 10 hours that I've been spending on other things. Getting you guys set up, getting all of the various other initiatives that we've launched for Team Australia. If I was spending 10 hours a week doing practice games, I wouldn't be doing any of that stuff. So
Yeah,
I
and
think
the amount of legwork that you had to put in behind the scenes to make everything happen, including us getting to come here and stream,
Yeah.
getting the whole team together, multiple boot camps, flying everyone in from across Australia to come and play, all that kind of stuff. There's a phenomenal amount of preparation that goes into that.
Yeah.
So having that time, I'm sure, must have been really good for it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm not going to pat myself on the back too much, but I did volunteer to share a room with Jeremy.
That's pretty
like,
big, yeah.
That to me is a symbol of my heroism as captain. That I'm prepared to jump on that grenade for everybody else. But yeah, so I think that's the main motivations behind the non-playing captain. And so far, it's one of the better decisions of my life because there's been several instances, even just in the lead up to this, where I'm just like, man, if I was focusing on playing, none of this would have happened.
Yes, correct.
And then on top of that, it
Very
also
well.
means that we have an opportunity to have an additional player, right?
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not taking one of the player roles. So we can just share that experience with more people. And, it would be selfish of me to put myself in a player position because I'm not one of the top 8 players in the country, right? I'm not under no delusions of that. There's tons of players in the country that are better than me. So my role has been to essentially convince them to put up the commitment and the financial commitment and all that sort of stuff to come over here to represent the country. Getting top players is part of the job as captain, and I feel like I've done a better job of that this year than last year, thanks to the fact that I'm not playing.
Yeah. We do have a question actually relevant to top players in the country, getting them on and stuff. A couple of people in chat asking, wouldn't it be stronger to have Queenslanders on the team?
We would have loved to have had more Queenslanders. I did fly out to Queensland to meet some of the applicants. There's a few challenges with the Queensland team, so some of the like more prominent members of the Queensland community didn't apply. And then I reached out to a few respected members within Queensland and asked for feedback on the various players. And based on the feedback that I got and the general consensus of the rest of the team, the decision was made that of the applicants that were presented to us, that none of those were going to be selected. However, we did reach out several times to prominent members of the Queensland community to try to get more involvement, especially from the WTC veterans. You know, there's a lot of people in Queensland that have, you know, won the WTC in the past.
Yeah.
So we would love to have those people involved. And we really did try as hard as possible to get as many people from as broad of a representative as possible. We had 2 New South Wales people this year, which is fantastic to see. We reached out to South Australia. It would have been nice to have some of them involved.
Yeah.
But understandably, it's a big financial commitment. You know, there's a lot of people who've got a lot of other things going on in their life. So, but yeah, specifically addressing the Queensland challenge, we did reach out to them and we would have loved to have had them on. However, that's just not how it sort of landed.
Yep.
Fair enough. We also have another question about the way the WTC functions from Just Mike. Does the captain have final say on the pairings? It's a good question. I haven't had a chance to chat about the pairings process just yet, but we'll jump in there with that.
Many teams will have their captain as their primary pairings person. I have taken a delegation approach to my management this year, where I've basically got Jeremy and Matt Morosoli, who are the pairings masters, and I give them full autonomy to make whatever decisions they want. I will be involved in the pairings process, and I'll give my thoughts and my opinions on, you know, what we should put up and who should pair in and whatever, as will many other members of the team. You know, we do it as a collaborative exercise, but at the end of the day, we've delegated that responsibility to them as WTC gold medalists.
Yes.
Like, it makes more sense for them to have that autonomy. So that's the way that we're approaching the pairings. However, typically speaking, in a team's event, the captain will be the one doing the pairings.
Yes, makes perfect sense. Look, I think we'll probably start wrapping up because we have just under 2 hours to go now until the round. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for saying hi. One last one. You feeling good about tonight, Team Cyprus?
Yeah, they're in trouble.
We had a chat with Pius before as well.
Yeah, the world leaders player.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
no, looking forward to it. I think this first round, you know, there's a lot of people have a lot of pent up energy and like anxieties going into WTC because it's the most high pressure of 40k, and 40k inherently is a high pressure game, right?
Yep.
So the amount of pressure that's on these players to perform is palpable, is really, really strong. However, after we get this round done, I'm sure a lot of that's going to alleviate.
Yeah.
Because they, especially for the newer guys, there's a couple guys on that team this year that haven't participated in this, you know, environment before. So who knows what's going on in their head, you know? Like, I remember the first time I played, I was just like, I'm about to play into WTC players. This is going to be so hard. And then I played my first opponent and I got a decent sized win into him, and I was like, it's kind of just like playing against the other members of Team Australia. Like, and then you have this realization, I play against top players all the time because I'm on the team with them, you know?
Yeah.
So I think when that penny drops, the anxiety will dissipate, and
Yeah, fantastic.
All right.
Well, thank you for jumping on.
Thanks, everyone.
Good luck in round 1 tonight. We'll be covering everything from here.
Later, bro.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Grab that. Will you run off?
That looks fucking pretty.
Yeah.
How good is the fucking risky rollers WTC?
Yeah.
It's good. Alrighty, so that was Dean Sinbeck, captain of Team Australia. I'm sure we'll see more of him over the week. But he's off to prep the team ahead of round 1 into Cyprus tonight.
All the best from home. Thank you very much, Zaya.
Thank you, Zia Arona. We're looking forward to it. It's been fantastic to get here. We're keen. Little bit of that pressure coming in. We've got 2 hours now, just under 2 hours until round 1 kicks off.
The players will be pressured. For us, it's just like mostly excitement, bringing all the games.
Well,
to
the excitement, and there's back in your head. There's always something like, what's going to go wrong?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? But with any luck, nothing will go wrong. We get to stream 7 incredible games of Warhammer, 7 incredible rounds of Team Warhammer.
Yep.
So that will be sick. I think we might wrap this little sit and talk up here. Give us a bit of a break before coming back. Now we are back live. Once again, I will pull up the schedule.
That is 5:30 p.m.
Well, so
Eastern time. Eastern.
We'll
or
be back
European
live
time?
at quarter past, sorry.
Yeah.
So just before the round kicks off, which should be at 1:15 in the Australian Eastern Standard Time. 1:15 a.m. We will be back ready to 1:15, ready to talk everything about Team Cyprus, Team Australia. We're going to go in a detailed look through everyone's lists. Now we are obviously not participating in anything to do with the pairings because
Yes.
the conflict of interest streaming it and stuff. So we're just going to sit here and talk about it. We're going to go, what do we think is going on? And we're going to find out how as the pairings come in, we're going to find out who's playing whom. We're going to get to pick a table, put them on stream. We're going to get to watch that and all 7 other games of the round.
Awesome.
We'll be back in just under 2 hours with round 1 of the World Team Championship 2025. Thank you guys for joining us. We will catch you there. See ya.